Hey, welcome into the round pen. Second day with this Morgan horse Spider. And he did pretty well the first day. Mostly I was just checking him out. So we've been out here. My intern's been round penning him for about 15 minutes or so. He got a little bit sweaty and he handled that well. I'm really, pleasantly surprised with how well he's doing. What I didn't do yesterday was I didn't do too much that I thought might be scary to him. And I don't know if this will be or not, but I'm going to start checking him out on some things here. He can be just a smudge pushy. He's not bad, but a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to just check him out with this flag. Just see how he's going to feel about that. So again, I don't know what kind of experience he's had. I know he did spend some time with a trainer, but it was some years ago. And I don't know what that trainer did with him, other than I know he rode him some. But, okay, good. Good. So he doesn't seem overly bothered by that. A little bit, but not bad. So that's bothering him a little bit. And he's a big old boy, so if he wants to drag me around, he kind of can do it. I'm not going to try to get in too big a fight with him here if I can help it. There we go. This kind of stuff's pretty important, that horses can handle, scary things and not just totally lose it over that stuff. So if he shows me a change here, I'm going to take it away. Right there. Right there, he kind of stopped trying to pull away, kind of started to think about it. Now he's licking and chewing. Good. Good, that's pretty stressful for him. He dropped his head. Good, let him think about it a minute. I never interrupt a horse while they're licking and chewing. I always let them work through that. So this is pretty mentally stressful for this guy. Okay, that's better. So see, just giving him that 30 seconds or minute to process, noticeable improvement. Good. Good, noticeable improvement. Okay, let's try the other side. A little better on this side. Yeah, it's going to move. Let's go. All right. So on this stuff like this, you might think, oh, this horse is fine. He's just standing there, but he might be froze. He might be shut down on you. Horses have fight, flight, or freeze. And when they go into freeze mode, it's almost like a catatonic state. Not quite that much, but similar. They can just kind of, go into that freeze mode and la 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 la, and just kind of pretend like you're not there. So you think they're okay. See how big, he was fine when he was standing still. When he started moving, he totally got bothered by this. So that's what that was. He was just in freeze mode, kind of shut down. It didn't mean he was okay. He wasn't. But I think maybe we'll get him here. Okay, look for kind of a change here for a second. He's pulling away from him. Man, he is strong. Man, he is strong. Right there's a change right there. Okay, good. He stopped pulling so hard and he started to think about it. Shaking his head, which is another sign of relaxing, and dropping his head and licking his lips. And he's just telling me this was really, really stressful for him. He's 10 years old and he's spent the most of that time hanging out in the pasture with his buddies. Most days it's not very stressful. Today it is. Good boy. Okay. Let's see how he feels about it now. Okay. Move. Come on, move. Okay. Good. All right, that's better. Again, he was kind of shut down there just a little bit. All this stuff's pretty important. It's pretty important that the horse can handle some pressure and not be totally shut down on you or totally freak out. Okay, good. Good. So it's not bad. I've certainly seen worse. Okay, good. And this, I'm not going to be able to do a lot with this flag today because he would just take off and drag me around. He's so strong, I wouldn't be able to hold on. So I'm not going to be able to flap it real hard. I'll have to work up to it over several days. But eventually I would want to be able to wave this flag as hard as I could. Okay, so that's not bad. He's pretty friendly. He kind of wants to follow you around a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind him following me around as long as he doesn't get pushy. Doesn't step into my space and don't be stepping in on me. There you go. You can be good. There you go. Good boy. All right. Okay. Now I'm just going to grab a saddle pad here. See what kind of a response I get with this. Okay. Okay. And I know he's been saddled, but it has been, to the best of my understanding, 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, that doesn't seem to bother him too much. So I'm purposely making noise here, and this is, some people call this sacking out. Purposely making noise with it, letting him understand it's not going to hurt him. I'm making big moves when I do this, like this. Good, he seems fine with that. Okay, all right, now let's try the tarp. Kind of thinking, won't be quite so happy about that. Let's see. And I don't know if he's ever seen this before or not. That's a little better than I expected. Good. And one of the things he's learning in the process here, I'm not trying to make a big thing about it, but he's kind of learning to stay out of my personal space. Right? He can be just a little pushy. I don't want him pushing me with that shoulder. There we go. That's pretty good. Good. Did you see him start to lick when it was on his back? Good place to take it away. He's curious. I love that. Good. I mean, he's a big old strong boy, but I think in some ways he's kind of a big teddy bear. In some ways. He really seems like he wants to be good.